Hello boys, how are we? Today I wanted to talk about taking full reset days. It kind of sounds like a rest day, but it's not. Rest days obviously more to do with gym and everything like that. Reset days I'm more thinking about a day where the world kind of stops for a minute. The reason I sort of wanted to make this video and the reason this thought came about for me, and I wrote down my notes here, was actually when the UK had its bank holiday for the Queen's funeral about, I don't know, about three, four weeks ago now, and it's because everything shut, literally everything shut. Nothing was open at all. I think the whole day they might have opened shops very briefly in the evening, very late or something, but I don't think so. And it doesn't happen very often. It doesn't really happen at all. Obviously, a couple of years ago when we went into lockdown, there was a bit of a reset, but that was more of a panic rather than a relax or anything like that. And I think everyone sort of actually stopped for a day and thought and had some time to themselves, because it was the only day you literally couldn't do anything. There are some bank holidays and things like that where people still get forced to go into work and some things are still open, but the whole country stopped for a day. And I think the fact that that doesn't happen often is a problem. I think it's tied to a culture of convenience that especially young people have sort of had built into their lives, and I wanted to sort of give my opinion on why I think that's a problem. When I say culture of convenience, what I mean is you can basically do everything from your bedroom. You can do all your shopping, you can date, you can message people, you can pretty much do everything without leaving your room. And I personally don't like that. I think it's kind of sad. I think it's a shame that the world sort of never stops. You can do your food shopping online. If you forget to buy something, you can order it on Amazon and it'll be here by 10 a.m. the next day, which obviously in ways obviously has its advantages for certain situations, but I personally don't think that's how things should be. Like, I think there is part of being an adult and being a person that you build those important things into your routine, the boring things of doing the food shopping, tidying the house and things like that, and all those things where you should have to get up, leave your room, go to the shops, buy your food, come back. Like, it shouldn't just be, oh, I just can't be bothered today, I'll just order it all online. That's not a healthy way of doing things. That's not how humans are designed to be. Like, many moons ago, back in the day, if we wanted to eat, we'd have to go outside and actually go and kill something, or we'd have to at least go and hunt for something to eat. And now it's just a few clicks away on the phone. I can't believe the people that so many guys that I go to uni with, not only do they just eat sort of like takeaways, they get it all with the apps of like Deliveroo and Uber and all those ones now. I can't believe if you're gonna sort of do something like that and you're gonna get some crappy takeaway, the least you could do is get some steps in and actually go and pick it up. And I really do think it's actually quite sad. It wasn't long ago that every Sunday was like the bank holiday that we've just had, and we're probably only talking, I don't know, 80s, 90s, it maybe even more recently than that everything was shut on a Sunday, and that meant everything completely shut. And I actually think the reason that things have been a lot more relaxed on that is actually the fact that we're just working so much at the moment for such little money. Like, we have the time we have in relation to what we used to have is just basically non-existent. Like, you couldn't imagine these days that if one day of the week, obviously this was before online shopping as well, one day of the week you just couldn't buy anything, because we couldn't imagine having that kind of time now, where you'd be able to deal with that. But back in the day, that was what people did. You worked probably shorter hours, you went to the shops after work, or you got up on your Saturday and went and did it. And I think that it all links back to the fact that, as I said earlier, that I don't like that the world just basically doesn't stop, and it gives people very little time to ever sort of stop and reflect and take care of themselves. More than anything, I think that, as I said, the culture of convenience and online shopping, I think it's just made people lazy. And I know that sounds harsh to say, because there's a lot of people, as I say, don't have loads of time in their life because of how much they work to go and do these things. but at the same time, I think it ends up being a downward spiral where if you all you do is get up, go to work, come home, order your takeaway, go to bed, wake up, go to work, like that. What sort of life is that? Like, you need to be getting outdoors, you need to be going out and doing things. If your life is just consumed so much by the amount you work that you don't even have time to go and do a food shop throughout the week or go and buy your clothes or stuff like that. Again, I can't get over the fact that people prefer just sitting on ASOS and shopping online than actually walking around a few shops, walking around a shopping centre or something like that and trying a few different things. Why would you not want to try on clothes before you buy them? People would rather just order a load of things, try it on at home and send it back than take a day to go shopping with a friend or something like that. And I just think it's really sad. Obviously, don't want to moan too much about the graduation in technology as someone who sits here trying to make it on YouTube. Obviously, even what I'm doing now probably would have been a struggle 20 years ago. But I do think it has pushed us back as a species in other ways, because it has made this, as I say, I keep saying, but culture of convenience and not really having to do much to get anything, or yeah, just even leave your house to do the most basic things. And I think people end up just being stuffed up in their room for absolutely no reason. And I think everyone needs those reset days that I was talking about earlier. Everyone needs the days where, just imagine everything was shut and all you could do is just sort of look after yourself for a day or something like that. All you could do is just go outside, go for a walk, see a friend, but there were no shops, there were no nothing. It was just sort of going back to very basics and everything like that. And yeah, I think if you can, if it is possible, if you don't have sort of special circumstances, I think trying to live a slightly more old school way of life in terms of actually doing the basics and things like that, I think is a good way to go, because it will, as I said earlier, I think it is part of being an adult. So in terms of something that I'd actually say might be worth maybe giving a try, just for a month, just try it for a month. Don't do your food shop online, no online shopping, no Deliveroo, no Uber Eats or something like that. Just for a month, go and do your own food shops. Cook for yourself at home. That's a great skill to have if you don't have it. It's brilliant to learn to do. It's a lot healthier, it's a lot cheaper. If you do want to buy any clothes, make a day of it. Go out shopping, go and actually try on some different things, because you might end up getting something that you didn't even know you were going to get, which you actually end up preferring. But just for a month, try it. See how you feel, see how your bank account looks, and I think you'll be in a better place. Thank you for making it all the way to the end. I do appreciate you guys who stick around. If you did find any of it useful, please do consider liking, subscribing. As always, comment any other advice you have below, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care, lads.